Coucou, salut, bienvenue à ton tuto de prononciation. Aujourd'hui, on va regarder l'imparfait et le passé composé et on va faire beaucoup de répétitions, beaucoup de pratiques pour que ça devienne très, très naturel d'utiliser les deux tons côte à côte. Hi there, welcome to your pronunciation tuto. We're going to be doing lots of exercises which look at l'imparfait and le passé composé side by side so that you can start thinking about, okay, those two sounds, those two tenses used together. Okay, used together. And I've got this from a very great book, which is this one, Prononciation Phonétique Progressive. It's from the same series as your grammar book and the other ones that we use for these videos. And we are on page 38, if that's what you'd like to do, to have a look at that at the same time. Excellent. Right, let's get going then. So we want to get some sounds. We want to get the sounds right. So first thing is we're going to have a look at this. This is the ER sound, don't we? We want to get that right. So the ER sound and also this sound with the E accent, okay? Because this is something that we're going to be using in the use of the passé composé. So have a go at saying these two verbs, if you would. So just have a go at those two. Now, some people really want to say "c'est" when you have an SE, or "ne" for an NE, an NE, or "je" when it's JE for je. Really nice to correct that if you can, because the sound is actually "se," "se." And if it was the I, it would be "je," or "ne," or "te," or "me." It's a very, very common sound. But don't be tempted to give it any kind of A sound because it doesn't have that. It's nice and simple, nice and clean. Se connecter. But here we've got that accent here, so we can make that A sound there. So se déconnecter. And also remember that your ER sound is an E. Okay, do you want to have a go at saying all six of these? Just say them as you would normally say them. And then we're going to have a listen and you can compare. Okay, so off you go. You will. Excellent, well done. Okay, let's have a listen now to those six being said.
Exercice 5. 1,
Se connecter, se déconnecter.
2,
Aller sur Internet.
3,
Rédiger un courriel.
4,
Répondre à un mail.
5,
Transférer un fichier.
6,
Imprimer un PDF.
Well done if those were similar to yours. And if you noticed a few things where you could make a few corrections or the sound was slightly different, excellent, because that's a step towards being able to pronounce these correctly. So let's take that as a little bit of a warm-up, really. Because what we want to do is we want to look at l'imparfait and passé composé next to each other. Okay, so it says l'imparfait, lèvres tirées et bouche bien fermée. Okay, so we've got slightly different sounds here. So we've also got a pronoun in there. So il l'a chanté, il l'a chanté. Ah, okay. So they almost look like they're going to sound similar, don't they? Let's have a listen to the first one and see if you can spot the difference between the two.
Exercice 6. 1.
il la chantait. Il l'a chanté.
Can you hear the difference? Il l'a chanté, il l'a chanté. Okay, let's do the next one.
2.
Il la dansait. Il l'a dansé.
3,
Il la sifflait. Il l'a sifflé.
4,
Il la jouait. Il l'a joué.
Isn't a big difference, is there, between the two? Let's have a listen again.
exercice 6. 1,
Il la chantait. Il l'a chanté.
Il l'a chanté. Il l'a chanté. I think there's a little bit more emphasis on this here. But also there's a slight difference in the way that the chanter, 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 chanter. Slight difference in the sound there.
2,
Il la dansait. Il l'a dansé.
3,
Il la sifflait. Il l'a sifflé.
4,
Il la jouait. Il l'a joué.
Right, so we have actually got two different phonetic symbols here for the two sounds. So this first phonetic symbol here, the tongue is right near the sort of like near the front of your mouth, and your lips are pulled wide, and your mouth is almost open. Okay, so il a chanté, il a chanté. But for the second one, you've got the same. Your tongue moves right to the front, even further forward, and this time your mouth is quite closed, so a bit more closed. So il a chanté, il a chanté. So the movement is much more further up at the front. So let's just try that with the chanté. So il a chanté, il a chanté, il a chanté, il a chanté. It's a slightly different position there. So il a chanté, il a chanté, il a chanté, il a chanté. All right, let's have some more examples of this. So here we've got an example, tiens, which is, there you go. Le boulanger, boulanger. Oui, le boulanger et la boulangère. And notice actually that the R is kind of cut in this sentence as well. Let's hear that first one now.
exercice 7. Exemple.
Tiens, le boulanger.
Oui, le boulanger et la boulangère.
All right, so we're going to have the same going all the way through. So we've got tiens, le poissonnier. Can you do the reply there? All right, let's go.
1,
Tiens, le poissonnier.
And for you.
oui, le poissonnier et la poissonnière.
Excellent. Okay, the next one for charcutier.
2,
Tiens, le charcutier.
oui, le charcutier et la charcutière. 3,
Tiens, le crémier.
oui, le crémier et la crémière.
Good. So now what we're seeing the difference between is the ER sound, boulanger, and then we've got the accent grave there with the RE, which is an air. And if you wanted to think of a way to think, well, how do I remember that sound? You can think of mère, as in mother, or père, father. So boulanger, boulangère, so the masculine and the feminine. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. So here we've got a little bit of passé composé. Pierre a réussi dans la pâtisserie. Ce pâtisserie, oui, c'est un pâtissier exceptionnel. So we've got the EA sound there. All right. So we've got the example there. And then we're going to follow the same pattern for each of these. Let's have a listen to that one.
À vous. Exemple. Pierre a réussi dans la pâtisserie.
C'est un pâtissier exceptionnel.
I'm going to play that again. Do you want to just copy what you've just heard there? As close as you can. Just try and mimic it as much as you can. You can read it off the page if that helps, but sometimes that's a hindrance. So maybe it's just better just to listen and repeat what you're actually hearing.
À vous. Exemple. Pierre a réussi dans la pâtisserie.
C'est un pâtissier exceptionnel.
All right, let's try the next one.
1. Dominique travaille dans la banque.
We'll repeat that. And then anticipate what the next one will be.
C'est un banquier exceptionnel.
Did you get that? C'est un banquier exceptionnel. Well done if you did. Okay, so we're looking for this one. So it's going to be un financier, this one. Okay.
2. Jules est dans la finance.
C'est un financier exceptionnel.
Excellent. And the last one.
3. Jean-Paul est connu dans la haute couture.
C'est un couturier exceptionnel.
Good. Okay, now we're back to our passé composé and imparfait. So, example, c'est le chat qui a mangé c'est le chat qui a mangé la souris. So it was the cat that ate the mouse. Il a mangé quand ils sont arrivés. Okay, so we've got the passé composé here. And we've got l'imparfait here. All right, so let's see if we can hear the difference between those two in the first sentence.
Exercice 8. Exemple.
C'est le chat qui a mangé la souris?
Il la mangeait quand ils sont arrivés.
All right, let me just play that again and see if you can copy what you heard there.
Exercice 8. Exemple.
C'est le chat qui a mangé la souris?
Il la mangeait quand ils sont arrivés.
All right, so we're going to do the same again. So this time we've got c'est le renard qui a chassé la poule. And then he ate when they arrived. I guess same thing. All right, see if you can copy it the first time and then anticipate the answer.
1.
C'est le renard qui a chassé la poule?
Okay, if you want to copy that. Good.
Il la chassait quand ils sont arrivés.
Okay, let me just play that one for you again. See if you want to copy that.
Il la chassait quand ils sont arrivés.
Good. Okay, now for the next one.
2.
C'est le chien qui a léché l'assiette?
Okay, you want to copy that question. Good, and then anticipate the answer.
Il la léchait quand ils sont arrivés.
Well done. And the last one.
3.
C'est le lapin qui a grignoté la carotte?
Copy the question. And
Il la grignotait quand ils sont arrivés.
bravo, très bien, très bien. Excellent. Thanks very much for being here. Thanks very much for taking the time to watch it all the way through. And I hope that's helping you with your passé composé and your l'imparfait. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.